Okay, hi, it's me here, and this is the Q&A show. I think I've got enough questions for one vid, but if you feel it goes well, then send me more, indeed. These first questions are from shadowofmath, thank you very much. Who do you think should end Ric Flair's career, and how should it be done? As soon as they mentioned this retirement storyline, I thought it would be Triple H, and I thought it would be quite a good idea for Triple H to be the end of it at Wrestlemania, seeing as he's kind of one of these guys that are kind of a protege of Ric Flair and has copied him and that. But also I would have loved Sting to be the candidate, for obvious reasons. I mean, he would be a man that never stepped foot in a WWE ring, and obviously that's not going to happen. But they're going with Shawn Michaels. I think they're going with Shawn Michaels at the moment. I think there's no better opponent on the roster to give Flair a real good ending match, in my opinion. So perhaps that's the right thing, I don't know, but I would have thought Sting or Triple H would be the people to do it, but Shawn Michaels is good if that's what they're going with. What do you think of Jeff Hardy's and Kennedy's new music? If you don't like them, suggest songs. Jeff Hardy's new music, that was fucking terrible, I thought. Just stupid cock rock that should never have been there, to be honest. Jeff Hardy's music was, I mean, for young fans that are only just getting into wrestling, I could imagine his entrance would have an effect on him, much like, say, the Ultimate Warriors did when I was younger, you know. It was pumping music, him doing his dance and all that, and it was distinctive, and it reminded me of music from the old days of the wrestlers. So they shouldn't have changed that. And Kennedy's new music is pretty much the same song with a different beat. I mean, his old music, I like the guitar in it and everything, but I think that Mr. Kennedy, he should be doing vocals on his own entrance music, because I think that would get him over even more, and it would just suit his personality, the cocky personality of Mr. Kennedy, to have him doing some words or vocals over his own music. Yeah. Haterism19 asks, who do you think is the best wrestlers under 30? I really don't know. Bryan Danielson's under 30. He's probably the best wrestler under 30, and I can imagine. I don't know. I should have looked this up, really. What is the best way to debut Ron Killings in the WWE? I think Ron Killings should go to SmackDown, and seeing what happens with Matt Hardy and MVP, I think Ron Killings should go in, beat all the usual guys, be a heel, get some mic time because he's good on the mic. Beat all the usual guys like Jimmy Yang and Juice, Shannon Moore or whatever. Go to SmackDown and then challenge for the US title and have a bit of a feud with Matt Hardy, or a bit of a three-way feud with Matt Hardy, MVP and Ron Killings. I think that would be a good way to get him over there and have some good time on the mic and stuff. I think that would be a good way for him to debut, just go straight for a kind of title. Do you want Jeff to cash in his Money at the Bank at the end of Wrestlemania if he wins it? I think that would be a good shock and a good surprise, and I think people would like that, but I think it's too early for Jeff to get the title right now. I mean, they're building him up to the main event bracket for sure, and if he wins the title at some point this year, then that would be cool, but maybe not at WrestleMania. I mean, I think personally I'd like it if Jeff and Matt had this kind of WrestleMania moment with them with both the titles, much like Benoit and Eddie did at WrestleMania 20. I think that'd be good. Also, if like Kennedy was like to win the Money in the Bank this year, if he still had the momentum, if he cashed it in at the end of Mania, that would have been amazing, because that would have followed on from the storyline he started with. But yeah, there you go. Radius 2 asks, what is your favourite wrestling pay-per-view from any promotion? That is such a tough question. Oh god, WWE, WF, probably Canadian Stampede, where like they had that 10-man tag, like the Hart Foundation against Stone Cold's team. I thought that was pretty amazing. Had a great atmosphere overall. ROH driven, ECW barely legal, I reckon. But then again, I haven't seen every ECW pay-per-view. WCW, I really like the Lethal Lottery, that Starcade where they had random tag team matches. I think that was 91. Have you ever listened to Depeche Mode? Oh, TNA. I haven't watched enough TNA, but so far, Sacrifice last year was good. I enjoyed the X Division opener and the James Storm Chris Harris match. Have you ever listened to Depeche Mode? If so, what is your opinion of them? Yeah, I have listened to Depeche Mode. I quite like them. I have a few albums of theirs. I have like Violator is definitely the best one. I also had Ultra, which had like a dirty, drug-induced sound. Like Depeche Mode are a really interesting band. Like seeing what they've become from when they started and that. And I think my favourite song by them is "Never Let Me Down Again," which like was a song the Smashing Pumpkins covered years ago, and I heard Depeche Mode's version. I loved it. WWE Killer. Which belt looks the most awesome, and which belt looks like a disgrace to wrestling? I really don't know. I mean, obviously I don't like the spinner belt whatsoever. I just think it's stupid, but I understand why it's there. But yeah, I think the US title looks good, and the titles in TNA and ROH look pretty cheap to me. Just at the moment, yeah, this is what I mean. What I really liked is like when Ultimo Dragon like won some kind of cup in Japan, and he had like 8 title belts and like this massive trophy. I like that kind of thing. But it doesn't really happen in American wrestling, does it? What are your thoughts on the following bands coming out with new albums, if you heard of them? Disturbed? Oh god, why haven't they gone yet? I've quite liked Disturbed like ages ago when they first came out. I saw them support Marilyn Manson. They're quite entertaining, but just not my kind of thing at all. Slipknot, I think Slipknot have quite a lot of talent, and I do have respect for them, but not my kind of thing anymore. I used to like them. I had their first album. I think Joey Jordison's a very talented drummer. He's shit hot for Slipknot. Yeah, I suppose that's my opinions on it. I'm just rushing through now because I'm running out of time. Go Deep Santu asks, there's been a rumour that Edge will dump Vicky and have a live sex celebration with Lindsay Lohan, take on them pinner after a long entrance while Edge is sleeping. What are your thoughts on this? That can't happen. That's got to be a fucking joke. But if it does, oh my god, that is terrible. What are my thoughts on the New Abyss? I haven't seen the New Abyss. I've heard that like he doesn't have his mask anymore, and he may be known as his real name. I think this is a mistake for doing this so early, because Abyss is over as he is, and like they should like build him as something. And I think he's gonna like suffer from the Kane complex of like losing his kind of power and that. Do you think this year is Triple H's year, or do you think that John Cena will become champ come WrestleMania 24? I really don't know. I wouldn't be surprised whatever one wins. I don't think Orton's getting it, that's for sure. But I got a feeling that it probably will be Triple H, because he's been a long time coming. But you just never know. You never know. I think it's Triple H's. Right, running out of time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sending in questions. Please send in more, because I wouldn't mind doing another one and being more prepared. Alright? Thanks for watching. Goodbye.